Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool finally won a game at Anfield. I believe that's the first win in 9 at Anfield. 2-1 over Aston Villa. A late Trent Alexander-Arnold worldie bagging all 3 points to send Liverpool certainly temporarily into 4th position in the Premier League table. Wow. There was a moment with about 5 minutes to go and I turned to Chris and said, if we can find a way to win this year, it just makes a massive difference to what we're trying to do. And could that be a catalyst for what Liverpool are looking to do between now and the end of the season? You know, we won a title on finding ways to win. We haven't had enough ways of winning in recent weeks and months. That is a very, very big one indeed. Hell of a goal from Trent. Get me your thoughts right now. If you're a YouTube member, you can use our live chat alongside this video at any tier. So if you join, if you join at Wonder Kids or Cult Hero, you get the final word. It was a bonus show on Monday talking about this game. 60 minutes, which is great. But if you come in as a first team as well, then you can just access the chat and the emotes as well. I'm going to get through some of the best comments that we've got in there so far. Jump over to Twitter and then get some more from the live comments. So if you've got plenty of time to get your comments in. Right. Sabin Iliev says, and breathe. Unreal. I'm almost in tears. Mentality monsters are back despite the robbery. Yeah. Kieran Orr saying, mate, Christ, we needed that. Despite our and VAR's best efforts, we got a needed win. Not a perfect performance, but results define the narrative, so we have something to build on up the Reds. I think that is an absolutely phenomenal piece of analysis there from Kieran. The results make all the difference. Goals make results, and results make narratives. And when you've got a narrative, and the narrative is Liverpool are now won 3 back-to-back games in the Premier League. Liverpool now are a force to be reckoned with in terms of the top 4 race. Not a Man City force, unfortunately, not back to what we were, but the title's gone. Almost literally gone. The point is, what Liverpool's objective now is just to just keep winning football matches, and that's what we've done there. And we get to spend the weekend now happy, relaxed, celebratory, instead of feeling down the dumps and starting to have all these questions, because we had this at 1-0 and at 1-1, where there's a lot of people throwing the baby out with the bathwater again. There's just no need to do that because we found a way to win, which is great. Brian Glow says, mate, get in, Trent. Can we start playing games at the 45th minute from now on? That's the thing for it as well. You know, we scored a good goal. You know, it was a bit of a daft one to concede, but we dominated the first half. We actually played quite well. We were certainly the better team, and we got the equaliser. It's obviously chalked off for such a marginal offside call, but we showed we were doing the right things. There were some big decisions made by the manager in terms of selection and then the substitutions and what have you. And when you win, they're vindicated, and that was a really, really good thing indeed. But yeah, I'm pleased. I'm just really pleased that we got the result that I think we deserved over the course of the full 90. Ultimately, not a brilliant performance, but certainly a winning one. Callum Zesty, that's a 3-1 win in my book. Rate Bobby's performance this afternoon, roll on Madrid. Yeah, and that's the slight disappointment. I feel sorry for Bobby Firmino because I thought he was probably our man of the match. Anyone disagree with that? Let me know who yours was in the comments. I thought Bobby was brilliant, and if he'd had the goal to cap it, that would have really added something. But he won't care. He'll just care that Liverpool have won, and that's the beauty of him. Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's a good point, actually, just a counterpoint to Kieran's comment earlier from Sabin. Ecstatic with the win, but I must say I would have been fuming at Klopp if we didn't win. We showed nothing after equalising. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the point, is that Villa show plenty and Liverpool are trying to manage the way through, and actually once we made the Mane substitution, it didn't work for us. I don't think we played as well, but also we won, so it's mad, isn't it? It's like having these arguments about who's a better player, and you can have someone who scored have less goals as a striker but won more things and be classed as a better player because he was in a side that won more games of football. It's one of them, innit? Funny, footy is funny like that. Edward Andre Redbull said a win was imperative. I thought we pressed well enough without being hugely creative. Just happy with all the points. Kevin, mates, don't want to put it down on things, but bloody hell, Sadio is in a rough patch at the moment. He should have just squared that ball to Jota at the end, and I get it. He's been told to come on centre forward, and look, no one would begrudge Salah or anyone in that position really, but given the form you're in, just square it and let us and kill that game off, because you get the euphoria and the driving, like, you know what I mean? And it was a very difficult chance to take, and he took it terribly, but yeah, it is what it is. Prajesh is a mate. Gareth Southgate, can your right backs do that? Did we just win at Anfield? Are we slowly moving back to normality? Now we just got to believe in our team. Real Madrid next in line. Allay. It's exactly that. Isn't it? Yeah, big. Joseph Clark with the super chat. Over the moon. We needed that. We did, didn't we? You know, it's hard because everything feels so finely poised at the moment, emotionally speaking. It's really, really difficult. And Liverpool are having such a more of an impact than they probably should do on all of our collective moods. It's hard to go from being the best team on the planet to being a team that's struggling to get fourth. That's horrible because we take the piss out of teams that are like that quite a lot. Arsenal got loads of abuse for years over that kind of stuff. But that's what Liverpool's new objective is. We need to make sure that we're not taking massive steps backwards. Not done, not by a long shot. We're going to finish the weekend outside of the top four almost guaranteedly, but you then got to go and beat Leeds, and then you got to go and win after that and win. We've left ourselves with a mountain to climb. We needed to keep the momentum going. That will be taken as positive momentum there. It doesn't matter how you got the result, only that you got the result. Phil by the Lake Gaming. Trent is undoubtedly one of the best right backs in the world, but how would he fare in the midfield given his style of play? He might be great. I wouldn't be shocked to see him when Thiago moves on in 2 or 3 years' time. That might be the time to bring Trent into that position because you might need someone like that. And Trent's about 2 or 3 years away from finishing growing. Like you're in your mid-20s and you fill out a bit, you just come a bit stockier. Jordan Henderson had this, and that was the making of him. That could be a big moment for Trent and whether you do move him into midfield. But we'll have to see that. He's certainly got the talent with the ball. Max W, after this game's starting team, do you have any favourites to be in the lineup for the second leg against Madrid? Also, what a terrible VAR moment. Yeah, I think Bobby Firmino will absolutely start the game against Real. I think he absolutely should do. I think he was exceptional today. Back to being Bobby, just lively, energetic, causing problems, linking play really well. Beyond that, Mane's a big question mark, isn't he? Does Mane start because of that? And who misses out? Does Jota miss out? I would go with Mane, Firmino, Salah. I would do a little bit of what they're doing. Get you tried and tested out there. Go for experience, and then you've got energy and enthusiasm in Jota to bring on. But we'll talk about that on the build-up show on Monday. I'm certain of it. Right, we got so many new members as well, guys. Thank you so much for joining up. Alex Horsberg joins as a first teamer. Get your comment in. In fact, you have done. I'll get to that in a second. Jay Hennigan joins as a first teamer. Rizwan Ali joins as a first teamer. Get in. And Johnny Griffiths nailed it. Welcome to Wonder Kid. You get the bonus show on Monday for that. UK lads joins as a first teamer as well, guys. You're all amazing. Alex Horsberg saying, do you think Trent will be asking questions for Gareth now he scored a worldie? Yeah, I just think Trent's mission now is just to play his own game, play as well as he can, do the business, and then see how it all works out for him. You can't change a man's mind. Southgate might have just made his mind up, and there'll be nothing you can do. If you're constantly seeking approval, you're going to end up in a little bit of a bad headspace for it. So I think Trent should just look to impress Liverpool and impress Jurgen and continue, which he does all the time. That should be his main focus, and I think he'll do very well if he does just that, to be perfectly honest. So we got Andy Lennon here, best performance from Bobby since I can remember. Yeah, no, really, really good to see that from Bobby. Right, we're just going to pop over to Twitter very briefly. I'm aware that the Grand National starts in a minute, and a lot of people will care about that, including myself. So a few quick tweets here. Dean Murray saying, what a win, and even better the way we won it. Deserve to win that hands down. The rotten run at Anfield finally comes to an end, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, match winner from right back up the Reds and left wing by the end of it as well. Brilliant. I agree, particularly given the circumstances. And we got quite a lot of comments around that as well. Mikhail here saying, love that from Trent and the win for the team. Not sure how much longer I can watch this VAR version of football. Don't even celebrate anything anymore. Every week saying bullshit, something needs to change. Yeah, it was crap on it. And Gizzy here saying, finally, get in there. Let's keep this going now. Thiago was unlucky not to get the match winner, but what a strike from Trent. Yeah, absolutely great. A wonderful save from Martinez, actually. He made 2 really good saves in the build-up to both our goals. But he just did the right thing and deflected it right to where we wanted it. That was really nice of him. But yeah, this is the point, and I don't think someone tweeted it or saw it somewhere, but the fact is that Liverpool have had to go up against a whole bunch of things today. The stress on themselves, the poor home run, the fact that you've just come off the back of a big defeat in Europe as well, a VAR decision going against you when you really needed it, having to come from a goal behind, a couple of poor refereeing moments as well, and all this exterior pressure that's being placed on them. Again, the England manager sat in the stands fans watching Trent and all that kind of stuff, and they've come out on top. We want Liverpool to win 8-0 every week, but actually, really, let's be honest, what do we want? We want Liverpool to win football matches, and my God, they've gone and done that today. Right, back over to the members chat. Welcome to Mr. Koczynski, who's joined as well. Jay Hennigan, love Redmen TV, great work, Mate and Chris and everyone behind the scenes, particularly Tom, who's had a bit of a stress with the old clock today, so give him a bit of love, that would be great. And Maximus here saying, does Milner deserve a start against Madrid? Good question. I think he does. I don't think he will play, but he should do. I thought that was a brilliant James Milner performance again today. He was everywhere we needed him to be. Mr. Koczynski's just joined as a first teamer, so he can put his comment in. We were poor, but happy to win. Finally, glad to join too. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, much appreciated. Everyone who joined as a member, that you're brilliant. You help keep the channel going and help us to grow, which is absolutely massive. We got a super chat here from Steve Crooks. The 3 points are great, of course, but to end the crap at Anfield run is just as important. Mentality monsters are back. Absolutely. I hope so. I really do genuinely hope that that's the end of it now in Liverpool. I don't think we're going to win every game between now and the end of the season, but the trick is to stop getting beaten. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be a last day sort of situation if we get in the top four, but let's keep fighting and let's keep going and hope that they can do it. Right, yes, I mention this all the time, but we've got the memberships available on YouTube, but we've also got our own streaming platform, the redmentv.com, where you get loads of extra bonus content. So if you are tier 2 or tier 3 on YouTube, you get one bonus show. If you sign up a club captain or club legend, you get a whole streaming service of additional content, not just the YouTube stuff, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of series and documentaries and interviews and exclusive features, loads of stuff around, not just about the game, but around the culture of Liverpool Football Club. It's a bit like Netflix for Liverpool fans. So if you need something to keep you entertained before match of the day, and of course the Real Madrid game, then perfect time to subscribe over there on the redmentv.com. If you could join us Club Legend, we've also got an exclusive competition every month. Last month it was a signed Suarez print. This month is a exclusive Liverpool pin badge set, and next month is a team signed Liverpool Champions League shirt. So yes, if you join up a Club Legend now, you get entered into that, and you get loads of bonus stuff as well as all that amazing content. So yes, thank you so much, guys. You are absolutely awesome. Hope you have an amazing day. Hope all your horses come in on the national, provided they're the same ones that I've picked. And yeah, we will take a very short break. We're going to watch the national, and we'll be back for player ratings. So hope to see you there with Mr. Chris Pajak in a bit. Hey everyone, what's happening? We've got an amazing competition for you guys right now. You can be in with the chance of winning this exclusive Liverpool pin badge set. All you've got to do is go over and sign up or upgrade your subscription to Club Legend over on the redmentv.com, which is our Liverpool streaming service platform. Not only that, will you also get access to an incredible suite of Liverpool content, post-match stuff, news, subscription shows of us based in the studio, but not just that as well, documentaries, series, features and interviews with Liverpool legends past and present. It's basically like Netflix for Liverpool fans, and if you sign up a Club Legend, you get a bunch of perks as well, free merchandise, discounts on a whole host of things, and yes, you're entered into monthly prize draws, and this month that is that incredible pin badge set. So go over to the redmentv.com right now, sign up and get involved.